some point in the timeline where psychers were being persecuted way more, and basically anyone that had the ability to be a navigator was killed off immediately for being like heretical or something.
For the Astra Telepathica.
Yeah, and like so there was a time period there where they just couldn't use the warp without basically getting wrecked.
Psychers are basically...
I think that was around like the 30K timeline or something like that.
Seems like a good spot for like where the universe is now. But yeah.
Sweet.
Accurate.
So, speaking of crazy IPs.
Speaking of IPs, segue
into
what we're talking about.
SBA podcast.
Yeah, welcome back to episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6.
God, we've done so many.
Yep. So today we're talking about the state of Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it. Reddit is ablaze. It literally caught on fire.
Reddit has caught on fucking fire.
Not really. I haven't checked Reddit since this has been posted, so I don't know how it's being received. For most people, what I've seen on YouTube is being received pretty well.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the stream, so I don't know how that was received.
I almost never watch developer streams.
Yeah, like, I've watched 2.
Maybe. Like, honestly, I didn't even watch E3 in a watch E3 capacity. Like, quote unquote, I look up the Bethesda panel. Yeah. And that's pretty much like...
I think Bethesda is the only one I actually watch.
I do watch the whole thing for Bethesda. Yeah.
Because I watch... I used to watch the Microsoft one religiously.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a PC yet. But now that I have a PC, I'm like...
Whatever.
I don't care.
Well,
unless it's some like exclusive that I'm super hype about, then like...
Yeah, the Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo showcases all boil down to like who's going to win... And then who's going to get second place between Sony and Microsoft?
Oh, I always watch if it's new consoles.
Every time.
If it's new consoles, I watch.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious.
I did watch the Xbox One.
Oh, dude. I was peeing my pants when I was watching that one.
Well, I was so convinced it was going to be the Xbox 720. And you can see an advertisement for the Xbox 720 in a movie. It has...
it's...
Is it Full Metal?
Full Metal, yeah.
The boxing robots. Yeah, you can see it up in the arena on the side. It says Xbox 720, and I fucking nutted when I saw that. Mm-hmm. I was like, I was right.
I think it should have been called the Xbox 1080.
Really?
Because it was the first one that could do full 1080p. It was the first Xbox console that could do that.
I don't
think the 360 could do 1080p.
I feel like that's too tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the Xbox One... not the Xbox One. The Xbox 360 Slims can do 1080. Like the newest Xbox 360 they released to like handle things.
It might have been 1080. It definitely wasn't. No, it was 1080 because Battlefield. That was a whole big controversy. I think I could be totally wrong on this. That was a whole big controversy when it was Battlefield 3 versus Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
The whole big controversy was Modern Warfare 3 was 720 at 60 frames.
Oh.
And Battlefield 3 was 1080 at 30 frames.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a whole big, like...
Let me just go ahead and solve this problem.
Yeah.
720 at 60.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Even
though I was totally a Battlefield guy. I was like, if I had an option, that's the correct way to go. I'm a frames over anything.
Yeah.
I'll play with potato graphics if I get a higher frame rate.
I think I need a minimum of 720, and then it's frames over anything. But, like, if it's below 720, I'd rather have 30 frames. But that's just me.
Yeah, I guess it depends. It depends on the game we're playing, too.
Yeah.
Like, if it's an RTS, I'd rather have frames over anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, RTSs, their graphics aren't awesome anyway. Especially from the, above standpoint. Yeah. So it's really whatever.
True. So today, anyways, on Destiny, it's the state of Destiny. I don't think you haven't seen this yet, have you?
Nope. I purposefully avoided it.
Yeah, I read about it last night.
So I could react.
Yeah. And I'm going to say right off the bat that I'm okay with pretty much all the changes.
Okay.
There's one that's just going to be absolute cancer, which I think I showed you a sneak peek of. It had something to do with Uriel's gift.
Dude, Uriel's gift is bae.
We're not going to get into that.
Mike hates Uriel's.
Let me flip through this.
Mike is very much an honor gamer, where I'm a ends justify the means gamer. I'll do whatever to win. It doesn't matter to me.
I'm 90% of the time I'm like that. I'm like whatever it takes. If it's in the game, use it. It's just when it comes to God guns, God guns is where I draw the line.
I don't even know if I consider it a God gun.
It is.
It is
a God
good,
gun.
But whatever.
It's better than any other gun in the game.
It's better than any other legendary in the game.
No, it's better than Mida.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Mida will get you a range, but if you can close the distance, Uriel's will win every time.
I lose that battle every time. Well, if you're up close with the Mida, you're just a bad player. Stop.
I'll put it this way. I play mostly mid range. I do some long and short, which is weird because every other game I play either short, close range, or long range. This is the only game where I play mid range a lot.
I play a strict hard mid range with a little bit of like CQC flavor sprinkled in Destiny.
But in Destiny 2, I have a Mida and I use Prosecutor, which I know people are like, oh, you fucking shit on Uriel's, but you use Prosecutor. I'm like, well, I earned it. So I play Trials. I paid in blood and tears and sweat. All the sweaties. But I have Mida and Prosecutor, and I use Prosecutor way more than I use Mida.
Really?
Yeah. The only time I use Mida is if it's like mid-long to long range.
Oh.
That's pretty much the only time.
My thing about Mida is, like, from my understanding, it's like if you're listening, you play Destiny 1, you understand how much cancer Mida could be if you didn't have it, and how good it was.
So at long range.
Mida,
mid to long range.
Yeah, Mida in Destiny 2 is even, like, more powerful. So, I'm like, whatever. Yeah. I understand where you're coming from, because
in Destiny 1, I never touched Mida. I haven't, but
Uriel's
I had
is
other guns.
A legendary that's OP. But, like, that was kind of my MO in Destiny 1, because, like, Shadow Price was
Price was good.
It was a great gun.
Yeah.
I'd call it kind of
I would compare Shadow Price to Origin Story in this game.
Really?
Yeah, Origin Story, it's a kinetic auto rifle that, if you're going to have a kinetic auto rifle, it's the one that people use. Okay. It's Origin Story. It's basically the auto rifle version of Nameless Midnight.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's good.
Nameless Midnight is bae.
Basically, the only two good kinetic auto rifles are the one I just said, Origin Story, and the Forward Path, which is the Iron Banner one. I
had the Forward Path, but I ended up deleting it because I wasn't using it over Uriel's. And it
doesn't make sense to have two auto rifles.
Yeah, and the only reason I had two is because I just didn't have something else that was worth the spot. I had like a sidearm. But then I got Nameless Midnight, and I've literally been pumping everything I get into Nameless because it's
Nameless is good.
So it's like the best non-Mida scout out right now.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, it's great for PvE because if you shoot into a cluster of enemies...
So Origin is a Vanguard, and Forward Path is Iron Banner. And the two best legendary scout rifles are also a Vanguard scout rifle, which is Nameless Midnight, and the Iron Banner scout rifle, which is the fucking one I use, and I don't know what it's called.
Right.
I forget what it's called, but it's the Iron Banner scout rifle. And they're like, those are the two best legendaries in the game besides Uriel's, or four best legendaries besides Uriel's.
Besides Uriel's, yeah. I think they're all pretty... I think they're all pretty even, to be honest, but...
Yeah, it comes down to personal preference. I'm
getting killed more and more by, like, shenanigans more than weapons at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't complain about Uriel's too much because... Not anymore, because if I'm in a fight and someone has Uriel's and I have Prosecutor, I've used it so much that 9 times out of 10 I'm winning that fight.
Right.
If it's even, we both get shots off on each other at the same time. If it's even, obviously if he shoots first, I have less chance of getting him. It's happened, but and also if they're crouching, if they're doing the fucking thing that everyone does now, where you get an auto rifle fight with somebody and you just crouch up and down really fast, so the person like can't hit you in the head.
Oh, that's cancer.
Yeah, it's tricky. So what I do now is I aim like at their upper chest, so no matter if they're crouching or standing, I'm doing damage to them.
Yeah.
So.
That's fair.
And if they crouch, it's kind of tricky because I'm doing less damage to them if they're standing. So then they go to crouch to try to avoid damage, and now I'm aiming at their head. Yeah. And they're doing more damage. And it works. It works really well. Anyway, so going on to this. So right here, this is important. Our team has been reading feedback and working on updates to improve the game. We've also been reading some tough criticism about our lack of communication, and we agree to be more open.
Oh.
Key. Good job, Bungie. Going forward, Destiny 2's post-launch game systems, features, updates are being designed specifically to focus on support players who want Destiny to be their hobby and the game they return to, and a game where friendships are made. I mean, that's already all true for me. But I will admit that it is getting it's starting to hit that monotonous point for me.
Yeah.
Of like, I've done everything already. Mm-hmm. I still haven't won trials. I haven't done a 9-0.
Right.
Trials, which I could probably do if I like put more effort into it. I just haven't been.
Yeah.
And then I've only done the raid twice. So I could probably do the raid more times.
Yeah.
But
that's good, because it sounds like they're starting to think of it less like a shooter, more like an MMO, which is what it is.
Yeah, it should be more, in my opinion, it should be more MMO than a typical first-person shooter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which a lot of people would disagree. Most people I know that play the game would completely disagree. They'd rather be more like a Call of Duty or
Battlefield. That.
Which, to me, is like, I enjoy those games to some degree. But why have another one of those?
Yeah.
We have Halo, we have Call of Duty, we have Battlefield, we have Battlefront.
Yeah.
We don't need another shooter.
We have the first-person shooters.
Yeah.
So why?
We don't have the first-person MMOs, especially on console.
Yeah.
I mean, the last one was... I wasn't even an MMO, but it felt MMO, but it wasn't MMO, and it was more of an RPG. Was Borderlands.
Yeah.
Borderlands is basically, or Destiny's basically like a clean Borderlands that, like, there's no other players in it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't find other players. You can have other players join your instance, but
right.
you can't. You won't just find people. That's literally the only difference. Everything functions exactly the same. And there's way more guns in Borderlands because everything in Borderlands is RNG.
Yes.
Like, all the design for the guns, colors, attributes.
Everything.
It's all
just
RNG. Which is why they advertise, there's billions of guns. And it's like, no, they're just fucking randomized. But
right.
there's like maybe a couple hundred guns and then different things you can change about them.
Yeah. It's a billion possibilities, but...
Yeah,
like
which is fine. It's cool.
Good game.
Borderlands I love Borderlands.
Especially the D&D DLC.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's awesome.
Borderlands 2 DLC is probably the bar of DLC I hold everything else to. That and Shivering Isles.
The bar I hold everything else to is Shivering Isles and Undead Nightmare for Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. I forgot
Fucking
about that.
great.
Yeah, that's so good. I love just dragging zombies behind
it's so good.
behind the apocalypse horse.
I can't wait for the second one to come out. I'm glad they pushed it back to like make it like what they really wanted to.
Oh yeah. And I'm glad it's a prequel too. Because I was worried. I was like, if it's a sequel,
yeah, it's like
the
last one happened in like
timeline
1908. It's like, what's happening? Like,
yeah.
But no, it's
it happens. It actually happens in like right before World War One. Because you can get 1911s.
Oh yeah, so it would have to be 1911.
Yeah, it happens right before World War One.
Okay.
So that's what would be weird. There's no, I mean, okay, so cowboys and stuff did exist in World War One, but they were not.
But not like
what you would think.
Red Dead Redemption was literally the last possible second for the Wild West.
Yeah, and that's a main theme in the game. When you get later in the campaign, they talk about how the world's changing and it's not going to be. I mean, at the end of the game, you go from like riding horses and stuff, and then at the end of the game, there's a part where you're on an armored car with machine guns.
Yeah, so it's
or not machine gun, but a old school Gatling gun.
Yeah, the
crank gun. Yeah.
But yeah, and then it's also like it's a cowboy game, right? But you have government authority to do what you're doing, so it's not really even like cowboys in the old sense. But,
yeah. Whereas this one's gonna be much more like your
cowboys
typical,
in the old sense.
Yeah,
Westworld shit.
Because some of the characters in it from the trailer are like some of the older characters from Red Dead 1.
Nice.
Or Red Dead Redemption, not Red Dead Revolver.
Not Red Dead Revolver.
I don't count Red Dead Revolver. It has nothing to do with anything.
No, it's...
Story-wise, it has nothing to do with anything. Even though the two characters are modeled after each other. Like John Larson is clearly modeled after the character from Red Dead Revolver.
It's like how Grand Theft Auto's... They're not the same story. Same universe, but like...
Yeah.
The only time it really ever crosses
Someone thought about making, or proposed the idea of making a Grand Theft Auto MMO where all the things are connected. And they made a map of how it would look if all the places were connected together. It looks weird.
Most of them are in 5, because a lot of Grand Theft Autos happen in like San Andreas, which is a part of Los Angeles.
Yeah, because they're all supposed to be California, quote unquote.
Yeah, but Liberty City would be like... The only time you're really crossover is in...
Liberty City is supposed to be New York.
Yeah, Liberty City is New York. But some character in 5 mentions an Eastern European guy making...
This. Are you ready for this? I'm about to blow your mind.
It's the same world because of the tree.
We all have... If there is a such thing as the multiverse and then infinite multiverses, there is a multiverse where Grand Theft Auto is reality. There is a Liberty City that is similar to our New York.
True. Think about this for a second. So in Grand Theft Auto 5, you can find a tree by a rock that you can find in Red Dead Redemption.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I like that.
You can
Good
find
job,
it.
Rockstar. Dude, I love Rockstar.
You can
They're
find
so
it.
awesome.
They're like the best game company.
Yeah.
I love them.
I love Rockstar so much.
Maybe not mechanically so, but story-wise, they're great.
I mean, the mechanics are good enough.
It's mainly like body physics. They really just fuck the world.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so new systems.
So, list of improvements, blah, 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 blah. Better job. They're going to do a better job. Okay.
Yeah.
Upcoming updates. Should we?
Let's hit the important ones.
Let's do... Okay, so this is like a summary, and then I think they go into them in detail down here. I'm thinking we should just go through it here.
Okay.
It'll be more linear that way. So these are December update details. So this is more important because this is what's coming first.
This is like on the 5th with...
Yeah. There are 4 key areas we are targeting for improvements in December. Some of them will be on December 5th, and some of them will be on December 12th. Both updates combined include improvements set against the following goals: deeper rewards for advanced players, thankfully. Provide more player control over obtaining rewards. Make shards useful by adding other things to use them for, which is good for people like me. I have like 500 legendary shards.
Yeah.
And I can't use them for anything pretty much besides buying Xur shit.
Yeah.
Because I get more shards than I can use to upgrade things.
Okay.
So like, there's no point. So Masterworks, this is a big one that's coming. I don't know when it said it's coming. December.
It's either 5th or 12th.
This is December 12th.
Okay.
So basically, legendary weapons get a new thing. It's a new Masterworks. So basically, you can turn your legendaries into something that's almost as good as an exotic.
Okay.
Pretty much. And it does a lot of things. Like obviously, this one's like 10 reload speed. And it also has things that say how many people you've killed with the gun.
Pretty cool.
And I think it says something about like, it's kind of like the kill tracker ghost will have your kills, it'll have your stats with the gun there. And then they're going to make it a way so that way when you kill players on their kill screen, it'll show you how many people you've killed with that gun. Cool. It'll be like, you were killed by Uriel's trash. This is how many times someone has killed someone with it. Or that guy has killed with it. And then you get this, like this golden shit.
For Masterworks?
Yeah. So that way you know it's a Masterworks. Let's see. Masterworks will have a few advantages over the baseline legendary weapons. Track and display the number of kills with that weapon with choice between total count or crucible only count.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So I would use crucible only count.
Okay.
I'm not going to go out and farm thousands of dregs
right.
and like be like, oh, I'm great with this weapon.
Right.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. No. Oh, here's the big one. Generate orbs for you and your allies on multi-kills.
That's amazing.
So there's been things like that in the past, especially in Destiny 1, I think, where there was guns that would generate orbs for your teammates, but it was never for you.
No, yeah.
So now they're for you and your teammates.
There was a helmet in Destiny 1 that did that.
That's the biggest game changer right there.
See, and this is like,
which I agree with, because supers, you only really realistically get to use a super once, maybe twice,
right,
in a crucible match. I would like to use it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
I think that would make the game way more interesting.
Fucking Alan, the little chotch. He's like losing his mind because he wants to use the super more, and they literally put it right there. This is how you can do it.
Yeah, and I like that you have to earn it. You have to work towards.
Yeah, you have to actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add weapon stat bonuses that are special. I have dyslexia, so this is gonna be rough.
That's fine.
Stat bonuses that are selected randomly from a small pool and are re-rollable. So that whole 10 reload speed, the number there is randomly generated, and what it actually does is randomly generated. Okay. And you can re-roll it, which I'm assuming that's what the hammer is down here.
Yeah, they'll probably spin as like reforging type shit.
Yeah, hold on real quick. So yeah, this hammer, I think. Oh, that's like the main speculation right now, is that's some kind of re-roll.
Okay.
Button. Masterworks drop from any source of legendary weapons for characters above 250 power. which is good.
Yeah.
I don't want some Chotch boy low level getting a
masterwork and just kicking ass because of it.
Yeah. Unwanted masterworks can also be dismantled in materials that can upgrade an existing legendary weapon into a masterwork.
That's amazing.
So that way, that's really good. So that means I don't have to get a new prosecutor.
And hope it's a masterwork. And you just have to get a masterwork.
And then I can farm the.
That means I can upgrade my Uriel's gift.
Yeah. See, honestly, I wouldn't even be that mad because then it makes it special. Because my main issue with Uriel's gift is that it randomly drops from pretty much anything.
So a masterwork Uriel's gift in your mind is fine, but it's a normal one.
Yeah, because that's something you worked for and earned.
It's earned.
Yeah.
Okay. A name is earned.
Yeah. See, honestly, that's another thing. So, like in Call of Duty, if the God guns were the last guns you unlocked in the tier of Call of Duty weapons,
but they're not because they're pre-order,
they never are.
Pay to win God guns.
Yeah, they're pay to win, or they're like somewhere randomly in the middle,
right?
And you just get it early on, and that's all everyone uses.
That's it. That's GG.
Yeah. So that's another clarification. Raid and Trials of the 9 weapons will have a very high chance to be masterworks.
Good.
That is sweet.
Can they bring back the Chelchis gun?
Which one was that?
From it's this scout rifle from Taken King.
I think I remember.
I want that.
Yeah. Dude, I remember when we did Taken King, I got so many of the raid weapons, right off the bat. I got the rocket launcher, I got both of the machine guns, the bone one and the black one.
Yeah.
Which I thought the black one was cooler looking. Everyone liked the white bone. I like the
black bone was so much cooler. I had the sniper rifle. The black bone sniper rifle.
I'm all about
the
good. Hive-looking sniper rifles. I love those. There's a couple of them. Oh, this is the one that I love, probably even more than the Masterworks, is the armor ornaments.
Amazing.
So
Iron Pledge, basically sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, you're gonna have your normal Iron Banner gear, and then you're gonna have ornamental Iron Banner gear that you have to earn by completing objectives in the game. Like this one, you have to win 25 matches in Iron Banner, which is fair. I probably what I would do is each time you unlock one, raise that number up.
Yeah.
Make it if you want one ornament, you have to win 5 matches, and the next time you have to win 10 more matches to get the next one. And then I would do it tiered like that.
Yeah.
That's just me though. But that's like a classic MMO thing. And this one unlocks whatever the cask is. I'm assuming that's what this is. No, maybe not. Because I think that's the helmet. Which looks fucking cool. I never really saw it. It's like samurai plated armor going down the leg.
That's sweet.
This way. It looks fucking cool. I love this Iron Banner armor. It's a mix of English, traditional English medieval armor and samurai, Eastern.
Yeah.
Or I should say Western armor. It's like a mix between Western and Eastern armor.
Yeah.
Which is just so cool.
I too can be Tom.
So I guess if you just win the 25 matches, you unlock these 3 things: the casque, the helm, and the hood.
Amazing.
Which is awesome. And then they're going to be for each, let's see, hold on.
Each set?
There's one for each faction. So you have a Vanguard faction, Crucible faction armor, Trials of the
Dead Orbit?
Yeah, Dead
Orbit. Oh my god!
Future War Cucks armor.
Future War Cucks?
I just came up with that. That's new Future War Cucks.
New
Monarchy.
So we get Black Parade armor.
And World Eater of Worlds raid layer armor, which I don't know what that is.
New raid.
I don't know if that's different raid armor than the normal armor. Because I think
that's just what it's called.
I think there's 2 raid armor sets. You have the normal set that you get from doing the raids, and I think there's a different. It's like the same armor. It looks like the same shape. It's just different color.
Okay.
When you do the prestige raids, I think.
Got it. Okay.
I haven't touched a prestige raid, so I don't know. Prestige raid.
Just so the listeners know, when we say Black Parade armor, we're making a joke.
Black Parade equals
is Dead Orbit.
Yeah, or MCR. We call them MCR.
Yeah, MCR or Future War Cuck. Pretty obvious.
Yeah, that's one.
Or Space Communists being New Monarchy.
That's what really makes sense because communism's not a monarchy.
Whatever.
We'll come up with a good name for them.
Yeah.
We'll come up with something. Although they are red, so they are like the commie.
That was my thinking.
They're red and gold, so that's the
and their leader colors. Is he's Chinese.
Oh, dude, I saw such a good video of this dude on a college campus who grew up in Soviet Russia.
Really?
And he was like on this college campus, and there was like a bunch of college kids drawing hammer and sickles on chalk on the thing. And he was like questioning me. He's like, "Oh yeah, so explain to me why it's a better system than what we have here in America."
Oh my god!
And then like they explained it, and then he just like went in fucking hard on them, and just was like,
that's like
he
talking,
like destroyed their world.
That's like talking to like a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah.
And be like, no, this thing's worse. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What we have here is worse.
It's like, oh my god.
It's like what we have here isn't great, but it's the least broken system.
It's for real. Capitalism has its issues, but you know what? At least we get to do what we want with it.
Yeah. Even I was reading a thing the other day about corruption. They said any modern society is corrupt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And honestly, some of the most like successful governments are the most corrupt ones.
Yes.
Why do
you think the U.S. kicks so much ass?
Yeah.
But like,
honestly, I'm okay with corruption as long as it doesn't affect the daily lives of other people. If someone's just getting a little kickback money on the side and it's not really affecting anybody.
Oh, like it's lame bribery and shit like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm not... Obviously, I wish it wasn't there, but like, I'm not... If I'm going to be a realist about it, I'm not going to be like...
But like, if it keeps me from being invaded, fine.
Yeah, whatever.
Or some shit, whatever.
I mean, there's shit that pisses me off, like the whole Dick Cheney thing, where like...
Oh, where he's just making money from the
he was making so much money.
He just somehow
did
that.
The top 5 like most evil people that have existed.
He's a scumbag.
He's such a dick bag, dude. He is a floppy bag of dicks.
The worst part is I really like. I dug George W. in fucking retrospect, but Dick Cheney's the worst.
Oh, I'd bring back George. Here's why I don't mind
George W.
He was fucking hilarious, and not in a Donald Trump way.
He was actually funny.
Yeah, and obviously he didn't run shit. Like,
no,
obviously everybody else. Dude, so we need the system where like where you have a president and a prime minister. The prime minister
like England.
is the bean counter, and he does shit, and he's the smart guy, and then you have the person who's the face.
Like England.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a constitutional monarchy, although I would dig that.
Although,
highly.
if I could go back in time and convince George Washington to become the first king of America, I would absolutely do it.
Yeah, there's no way he would do it.
No, well, he said no.
Yeah, I don't think you could convince him.
Man, hold on, can we just pause for a second and respect George Washington for turning down that power?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He was like, no one man should have all that power.
Oh my god. Except presidents now have more power and less responsibility.
Dude, people piss me off when they talk about how George Washington owned slaves. I'm just like, get the fuck out of here.
Whatever.
Of course he did. Everybody did.
Everyone did, but you know what? George Washington...
What am I going to go back like 12,000 years ago and be like, oh, you shouldn't have tribes that eat each other? Like, of course they had fucking tribes.
What am I going to do?
We were monkey people back then.
It's like, Jesus, come on, guys.
Yeah, and the people of the Revolutionary War were just a lesser monkey. They were just a way more involved monkey people.
Yeah.
And now we're a more evolved monkey people than they were.
One day we will become...
I'm calling us monkey people because in the future people are going to think we were monkey people.
Yeah. Us and our computers. Fucking... They didn't have it integrated into their skulls. What's wrong with them?
Okay, so basically, back to this.
Oh my god, your fucking phone.
Got YouTube. Oh, Neotech just posted a new video. I love Neotech. I'll have to introduce you some Neotech. Dude, when we go to the hookah shop, we'll listen to some Neotech. Okay. It is the perfect hookah music ever.
We love hookah. Send us hookah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I have my safe sex means being alone hat in my car.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So whenever they talk about season 2, just for reference, season 2 is like whenever they update in January.
Right.
Whatever the new year thing is. Because I was confused about seasons. I think seasons are like a couple months long. And I basically think they're going to correlate with DLCs.
Okay.
So the first season, I think, is like supposed to be everything before the first DLC. Season 2 will basically be, even though Crystal Osiris comes out later this month.
Yeah.
What almost later this month.
Osiris is
the first.
Yeah, Osiris is the 5th, right?
Yeah, sometime later.
It's the 5th
later
or 12th.
in December. It's probably the 5th or 12th. It'll probably coincide with these updates.
Binary.
I think that's supposed to be considered season 2.
Okay.
Or the start of season 2. That would be my guess.
It'd probably be season 2 preseason. Then season 2 will probably be updated in January.
Yeah.
Probably.
And then
So
I
it's
guess
like,
season 3 is going to correlate sometime around the DLC after
in
that.
March or whatever. what I'm hearing is like, what am I trying to say? It's like Overwatch seasons. Overwatch seasons last for like 3 months, and then
yeah, that's what I'm assuming they're going for. So season 2 is basically the beginning of 2018.
Yeah,
is basically what that means. Oh my god, these look sweet.
God, Lord Shaxx. If I could just have Shaxx armor, I'd play a Titan all day.
If I had to go like do some crazy shit and I could bring one person from Destiny with me, it would be Lord Shaxx.
Dude, for real.
Yeah.
Shaxx or Cade?
I would love to bring Cade, but he does get fucked up a lot. He gets in fucked up situations. He would be the more interesting one to bring.
Well, he gets fucked up, but Cade's problem is like he would just leave you to go do something crazy and be like, "Oh shit, dog, I'm alone. I'm not. What? Yeah. What you doing?"
Cade would be like, "Oh yeah, I gotta," boop, and he'd just be gone.
Yeah, like binary Fiend's cloak, my gender.
Yeah. Dude, I love this cloak though. It's like black. It's like blacked out version. Because I love the binary Phoenix cloak, but the thing that bugs me about it is that gray color on it never changes.
Gray's nasty.
And like most of the cloak is that gray color, and you can't change it whatsoever. No matter what shader you put on there, so it's like meh. Although I do love the Crucible armor, I love that style. It's like the same style of like Road Complex, and it's basically Road Complex armor, which I love. Faction armor weapons will be unlocked for purchase for legendary shards. So basically, you unlock it, and then you can buy the thing. Oh, so wait, hold on. All 5 armor slots will always be present. Oh, so this is what you don't have to unlock. You don't have to randomly get these. You can just buy these.
Okay.
And for every faction, you can always buy the armor, and then the weapon is on a timer, and it changes every once in a while.
Will there be? So if you do want to go faction reward and roll those dice, is it just a higher light level? Is that how that works?
I'm not sure. I would like that. That would make more sense. Like, if you get these, they're at, like, 10 light, and then you can infuse them.
Well, it looks like those say 220, and we know with the update, it's going up to, like, 330 is going to be the new light cap. So I assume, because the faction rewards are always within 5...
Well, so this guy's a low level. It says requires level 17, and I don't think this guy's level 17.
Oh, wait. Claim 2 reward engrams to unlock. So you still have to do reward engrams, and then it unlocks... just buy it. Okay, that makes sense. Got it. Okay.
Either way, that's fair. I don't care how they make you unlock this. It's cool that they have that.
Yeah.
Which is good for me because I don't want to join New Monarchy, but I love that scout rifle that they have.
Yeah.
So I literally can just save up and wait for it.
I would never join New Monarchy.
I'm gonna join New Monarchy with my Titan. 1, because their Titan armor looks boss, and 2, to get the scout rifle for my hunter.
Cancer boy.
Yeah. I'm MCR all the way.
Well, I'll probably do future work. I'll probably just do. I'll probably do the same thing, honestly, because the New Monarchy armor looks sweet, as much as, like, I hate them.
For the Hunter?
No, for Titans.
Oh, for Titans.
Well, in general, but especially for Titans.
No, their Hunter armor looks good. It's just their cloak that's weird, because it's, like, giant.
Yeah,
the cloak hood is, like, way bigger than the helmet.
So what I'll probably do is probably put my Warlock in future Warcucks.
Yeah.
But, like, always stay in MCR with my Hunter.
The future Warcuck armor looks pretty cool, because it's very unique. Not the color-wise, just the shape of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I know what faction it is. I don't remember. I'll have to see it again. But anyways, all 5 armor slots will be present. Weapons will rotate weekly on factions that have them. So I guess not all factions will have them. Slots will be unlocked by claiming reward engrams from the respective faction. You will get credit for engrams you may have already claimed since launch. That's cool.
Oh, so...
We have everything unlocked.
So it's unlocked. All right, cool.
I've at least claimed like 50 engrams from every faction, probably.
Yeah.
Except Iron Banner. Iron Banner, I've claimed 30 engrams, and still no fucking boots. I've unlocked all the armor and weapons except the boots.
I've gotten the boots twice.
Yeah. On your, I remember your first engram you put in.
Literally the boots.
God damn it.
Immediately deleted them because I didn't need them.
Yeah, they're not that cool looking. They just match the rest of the armor, which I like.
They look like trash if you're not wearing the rest of the armor.
Yeah, like no other boots in the game match with the Iron Banner armor.
No.
Even the ones I'm wearing look slightly off. I wear full Iron Banner gear except for Knight Errant boots, and that's the closest you can get to.
Now I'm wearing the Orthos rig, which is fucking so I can shoot my fucking bow ultimate.
Yeah, if you're gonna be a Knight
5 times.
Yeah, if you're gonna be 6, you shot it 6.
I did shoot 6. Yeah, it's 4 times minimum because like you chain one thing.
Is it kind of like Striker where it's based on like you can do it a certain amount of times and it takes each time you do it takes away energy, but also the energy is draining at the same time.
It drains a little, like it drains, yeah, but like how it works is like I fire and slowly draining. You can normally fire 3 times, you get them off quickly, but it's for every enemy you tether.
You get more.
I get more energy. So in theory, I could fire them infinitely.
So I think the way Striker Titan works, and this is the same way Golden Gun works, is every time you use your ability, it takes away energy, but it's also on a timer.
Yeah, so all ultimates have the slow drain.
Yeah.
But
so I was wondering if it just like... when you said you got 6 times, if it was just like... It allows you just to get more off quicker.
No,
but I guess it's because
it's as quick as you can do it, but...
Okay. I think Blade Dancer had something like that. Where every time you get a kill, you get a little
you could
health
get,
and
like,
you get a little energy.
Yeah.
So I remember I went on like a 9 kill streak
you can extend
with Blade
it,
Dancer one time. It was stupid. I loved it.
I want Blade Dancer back.
Baby, come back.
Dude, for real. Destiny, please.
Yeah. You can blame it all on Bungie. Xur has some new offerings for players collecting exotics. Every week you will be able to acquire one of the new Fated... Oh, it's Faded. I thought it was Faded with a D.
Fated?
I thought it was Faded,
okay.
like I'm faded.
Like it was high?
Yeah.
Fated.
Fuck, what did I say? Oh, Fated Engram. Well, that makes more sense lore-wise, too. Because I was like, Fated. That doesn't... Okay, whatever. Fated Engram. Using legendary shards that will decrypt as exotics that aren't already in your collection.
Okay.
And so basically, they're just more expensive than buying.
Got it.
Which is good, because that's a legendary shard dump. Which is nice.
Amazing. Good job.
Let's see. A simpler theory of coins that boosts exotic... Oh, they're bringing back theory of coins.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so, a simpler theory of coins that boosts exotic drop rates from any source for 4 hours. So that's nice.
Nice. Okay, so they're redoing it. It's not...
No obscure stacking mechanics or need to reapply before every boss. So that was the thing. The mechanics of it were really finicky and one.
And no one knew if stacking actually worked or not, and like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and like no one knew if they had to do like right before, like it says, like right before a boss or something. These cost legendary shards, and you can have as many as you like.
Cool.
This is good for me because I'm trying to grind to 305 right now, and mods are a big deal.
Okay.
So all this is really nice. For players wanting to clear some mod inventory space, let me highlight it. Rare quality mods will dismantle into gunsmith materials and have a chance to produce legendary quality mod components, which is very nice. Because right now, anytime you dismantle a rare mod, it just gives you Glimmer.
Oh, boo.
Or if you got it from a Bright Engram, it gives you Bright Dust. So do you know how mods work?
Kind of. I haven't really fucked
So
with it
basically, you have to apply a legendary mod to your gear to give it a 5 light boost, and that's how you get to 305. Is when all of your gear has a legendary mod.
Got it.
That's how you get to 305. The only way you can get legendary mods is randomly finding them, which almost never happens. Mm-hmm. You almost never get them from a drop. And to get a mod, you have to have 3 of the same rare mod, and then you can trade it in for a legendary mod.
Got it.
The only problem is you have to get 3 matching ones, and there's basically as many mods as there are guns in Borderlands. They're all like random. They'll be like, they have to be the right, if they're an energy one, they have to be the right energy type.
Okay.
And they have to be the right mod, like actual thing, like reload speed, better damage with kinetic, better, like all that has to stack. So it's 2 things that have to be the same, and then it has to apply to the right armor piece.
Holy shit.
So like it'll be like
insane.
It'll be like chest mod does what's a chest mod? There's one that you handle energy weapons better.
Okay.
Or energy weapons have better handling. And so that would have to match up. If it's a gun one, it has to be the right energy.
That's such cancer.
Which you can get these ones like this right here, this one, where it allows you to change the energy type. Okay. Those are everywhere. You can get those. Those are easy. So upgrading your energy or power weapon to a legendary mod is super easy. I get that all the time. I just dismantle those. So if you dismantle one of these, if you dismantle any legendary mod you don't need, you get mod components, and you can trade those in for a random roll. You can do chest piece or armor piece or gun piece.
Okay.
So if you have, I think it's 3 mod components, and you get a random RNG piece. And for the last week, I haven't gotten any ones that I need.
Rip.
Yeah. And then if you can buy random mods, and they're like 2,500 each rare random mod.
Fuck
which is
that.
why I have like no glimmer ever, and I'm always farming glimmer. It's just dumb as fuck. I hate the whole system. So now when you dismantle rares, they turn into gunsmith materials and have a chance to produce legendary quality mod components, which is just so nice.
What's also nice because that means we can farm Banshee way easier.
Yeah. For players chasing specific legendary mods, including legendary kinetic mods, which are apparently the most rare, but I get them all the time.
Okay.
RNG works weird for me in every game. It's like, you know, like Will Wheaton has that like dice rolling curse.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get everything that everyone doesn't have, but nothing I need.
Right.
That's my...
I get everything I desire.
Really?
Almost always.
Yeah.
If fucking done.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get, like, if there's one thing I want, I get everything except that one thing.
I was literally sitting there thinking, like, man, I would really like a armor exotic that works for Void. The next Ingram I fucking decoded had it. I'm like,
yeah. And it's like some kind of weird... It's not scientifically explainable. Like, I don't know how it works. Like, when I was trying to get Spine of Young Ahamkara in Destiny 1, which was my favorite exotic armor in the game, just because of the way it looked. I mean, it functioned pretty well in Destiny 1. It doesn't at all in Destiny 2.
Rip.
But in Destiny 1, it functioned pretty well, and it looked sweet as fuck. And it matched the Hive armor that I had.
Yeah.
It looked so cool. And I grinded for it for about a year. Never got it, and then the one time Xur had it, I was at a thing for the National Guard and was there for a whole week, and I couldn't get it. I was furious. I was so pissed, and that's my luck. I had every other exotic. I had everything else I wanted in the game except for that one thing. And then after I got that, it was the 4 Horsemen. I wanted the 4 Horsemen.
Yep.
The 1 week Xur had it.
That you didn't get on.
I didn't get it. I didn't get on. So fucking rip. Banshee will offer a selection of specific legendary mods for direct purchase, with a selection that will rotate daily and cost legendary shards and mod components. So I guess that's what we're seeing here is there's a kinetic...
Specific mods.
Yeah. So how much is it? 10 legendary shards and 5 components. That's fair. That's a really fair price. For players chasing World Legendary or looking for Masterworks, Master Rahul will sell some of his rumored hoard of legendary engrams for legendary shards. So I think that's the Cryptarch.
Yeah, Master Rules Cryptarch.
Yeah, so I guess you can buy RNG legendary engrams from him, which is sweet as fuck. So basically all they're adding is like legendary shard dumps.
Right.
Or sinks.
I
guess they're called sinks. I call them dumps, but...
Here's how you can spend them, if you have a ton.
Yeah. Commanders of All and Lord Shaxx will sell gift consumables. Okay, so this one's kind of controversial. This is the one I was telling you about.
Okay.
Earlier. Commanders of All and Lord Shaxx will sell gift consumables for legendary shards that can be used during a strike or a crucible match that will serve the following functions. Grant bonus rewards to everyone in that activity upon completion, friend or foe alike. Which I'm okay with, because that benefits me, too, if someone's using it.
I guess, yeah, that's fair.
So if you're, like, in Crucible... If you're in a raid or a strike, then it doesn't matter. It helps everybody. If you're in Crucible, if someone on the enemy team is using it, and they do really good, and that somehow boosts the RNG,
right,
it does benefit you. Here's the one that's controversial. Award anything from faction tokens to a round of exotics for everyone in the match. Which is cool, but that added on top of the faded engrams basically means everyone's going to have every exotic in like a couple weeks. Yeah. Is basic. Obviously, the round of exotics is going to be hopefully super rare. Yeah. That should happen like 1 in 150 matches. Like, it should be so rare. It should be one of those things where everyone's like trying to get it, and it's like trying to get to the lighthouse in Destiny 1. It's like so rare, but it's so special when it happens. So I'm okay with this for now, so long as it is very rare and it's not something that happens all the time. Okay, so this is a bunch of nonsense. So basically what that is people that farm zone shit like chests and things like that.
Okay.
Basically, it won't fuck. I think what it used to do was every time you farmed a chest, it would basically detect that you're farming a whole lot and basically be like, you're not getting any more zone tokens.
Oh, boo.
So I think now instead of reducing the 0 chance of getting a zone token, it reduces to 30% chance.
Okay.
I think I was watching a guy explain this, and he said, "How do you get 30% of a token?" And I think what it means is you get 30% chance of getting a token.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know why he was confused.
I don't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
He's weird.
Yeah. And we want to associate a visual indicator in the future update. So basically, it'll tell you when that's being applied.
Oh,
so
like, hey,
cool.
you're 30%. You should probably just go to a different zone and farm there.
Yeah.
For come back later.
I think that applies for like the zone materials as well.
Okay.
Like the Dusklight shards.
Like Dusklight?
Yeah. Players chasing World Legendary shards. Oh, we already. Vendors will now. Okay, this is a huge. This was like a minor complaint that just pissed me off a little bit all the time.
Okay.
Vendors will now beckon you to hand in your reputation tokens only when you're carrying enough to unlock an engram. So when you see it, a notification, usually it was like when you had 10 or 20 tokens, it would be like, hey, come turn them in. Like those notifications would pop up. And that didn't always mean you were going to get an engram. It just means you had like 10 or 20 tokens.
Right, okay.
Now that notification only pops up when you have enough to actually unlock an engram from that vendor.
Okay.
Which is so nice. I love that so much. Changes affecting reputation tokens. Daily challenges will have reputation tokens awards increased across the board. So anytime you do the challenges, you get more than 2 tokens for unlocking the challenges.
Finally.
Yeah.
Give me like 5 or 6, honestly.
I think it should be like 10. If you do all the dailies, you should get 10 tokens.
Yeah, it should be like...
Honestly, if you get all the things, you should get enough to get a full engram.
Yeah,
you should get at least 1 engram for all your work, I think.
For that shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
That's fair. I think that's 20. I think it's from... If you have 0 tokens and you're at 0 reputation, I think it's 20 tokens to unlock an engram.
Okay.
So you should get 20 tokens, I think. However many that is, that's how many you should get. Cade's treasure chests will still offer variable rewards, but will now guarantee at minimum a payout of destination-appropriate reputation tokens. I don't do Cade's treasure chests, so I don't know. I did them once, and that was when the game first came out. I don't remember what they do. Okay. I just remember you buy them, and then like there's random treasures that pop up on worlds, and you can find them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the deal with that is, because I don't do that. I love Cade, but I'm not wasting my glimmer on this shit. Strikes will drop a larger number of Vanguard reputation tokens.
Cool.
Which is cool, because I think they only drop like 3 or 4.
It's not a ton, no.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 per strike. Common quality destination resource tokens will have their drop rate increased to 100%. I don't know what that means. And the value per token has increased as well by 50% for common quality tokens and 50% for rare quality tokens. So I think it just means the drop rate is higher. I don't know. On the balance, reputation required per reward engram will increase for destination factions by 37% and the gunsmith for 50%. So you basically just have to turn it, in order to get an engram, you have to turn it 30% more. So the drop rates are higher, but each engram will cost more.
You have to turn it a little bit more. Okay, that's fair.
That's totally fair. Leviathan raid tokens will be redeemable at Benedict immediately upon obtaining a token instead of requiring a full clear before unlocking. That's nice.
Oh yeah, true, because like, what about that poor guy who people always dodge right before Callus? Like, you know there's that one player who like never gets that full clear because people dodge or some shit.
Yeah. One thing they need to fix, I don't know if they talked about this, but one thing they need to fix is where if you have treasure keys, and you don't use them and then you sign in with a new character, or you sign in with a character that you haven't signed in with, it deletes the token keys or the treasure keys for your other character.
Oh my god.
It happened to me once, and I was fucking livid. I didn't play for a couple days because I was so pissed off. I was like, fuck that.
Fair.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're fixing that. Hopefully they have. Maybe it was in a past update that I didn't know about.
Okay.
I don't know. They need to fix that, though, if they haven't. With the launch of Curse of Osiris in the beginning of Season 2, you can expect to see a full suite... Suit? Or suite? I don't know. I think it's pronounced suite. Of patch notes that will document all of the changes outlined above, as well as additional gameplay and sandbox tuning changes the team is making to improve Destiny 2. We will also soon be providing preload and launch day details, as well as a roadmap for our Season 2 content, which includes the dawning in mid-December. So basically, they're just laying out, here's exactly what we're going to be doing throughout this, which is nice. Because in this game and in Destiny 1, they had a roadmap for, like, the first couple months. And then after that, they were just like, well, guess you'll find out in-game, bitch!
Yeah.
Like...
Because they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
For all being
XP
honest.
mechanics, this was a big one. Last week, we disabled the scaling mechanism that adjusted XP games up and down without reflecting those adjustments in the UI. Our intention was to keep slower pace activities as rewarding as high intensity grinding without confusing variations in displayed XP values. But the silent nature of the mechanic betrayed some of the expectations and transparency that we had for Destiny 2. Or that you had for Destiny 2. So that's just them not telling us that they're changing shit.
Changing the mechanic of XP.
This is the big one. This is the one that pissed me off. We already see that the newly adjusted 160,000 XP per level means that leveling is too slow for some activities, like Iron Banner, where I grinded for a week and didn't get one level up.
But if you just grind world events, you do it in like an hour.
Yeah, I think when we did the Nightfall one day, and the next day we just did the daily challenges and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like last night.
Bright.
And I had a Bright Ingram.
Yeah.
And I was at halfway, so just doing one Nightfall, and I think we did another strike. So that's 2 strikes basically.
Yeah.
And then a couple world events. And that was half a level versus an entire week of grinding Iron Banner.
Yeah.
And doing good.
And still not getting it.
I'm not a shitty fucking Iron Banner player. XP's boost including... Oh wait, hold on. So, leveling is too slow for some activities, and we have begun the process of collecting data and recalibrating XP earn rates to improve them as quickly as possible. That needs to be highlighted as quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible.
It needs to be like fucking yesterday.
Needs to be yesterday.
It needs to be last week before I start grinding Iron Banner is when that needed to be.
Yeah. Retroactive, please.
Yep. XP boost, including the consumable items and passive bonuses, like the well-rested 300% bonus. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the well-rested bonus is. I'm going to look that up real quick.
What is that?
Let's look that up.
Destiny well-rested bonus. For Destiny.
What is this? How to get the well-rested buff. Okay, so it's at the beginning of every weekly reset, given the well-rested buff.
Okay.
You won't need to equip it or anything. However, it only starts being handy for your first 3 level ups in a week. That is to say, the buff makes you level up faster within the first 3 levels within that week. After that, it's time for you to wait until... Okay. That's cool. That's actually nice.
That's fine. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
So what was I saying? We're always applied... Wait, hold on. XP boosts, including the consumable items and passive bonuses like the well-rested 300% bonus, were always applied after this system and never fully resulted in the slowing of XP. It should be unchanged by the disabling of the system and will continue to private their... I don't know. That was worded horribly. Expect to see a lot of conversation from our team on this front as XP rewards are updated and brought back in line with player expectations. Okay. The future. Going forward, we plan to continue this dialogue as open and frequently as possible, blah, blah, blah. We're going to talk to you. This week we will be publishing a new episode of Bungie Podcast. Okay, fucking plug. Thank you for playing. Okay, so that's basically it.
Yep, cool.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with a majority of those.
No, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It seems pretty sweet.
Yeah. That's all really nice changes.
It seems like they're just gonna like make it more, like I said earlier, more MMO-ish.
Yeah.
Much like grinding won't seem as fucking atrocious.
That's true. Destiny grinding has always had this weird thing where like it's not the worst grinding. It's definitely not the best grinding ever.
Not the best grinding.
And in fact, there's certain TV shows that when I watch them, I like subconsciously have the need to play Destiny.
What?
Because I used to always watch TV shows while playing Destiny while I was grinding.
Okay.
Like anytime I watched Dr. Phil, like at work, because it's always on TV at work, because I used to randomly watch it on YouTube, like clips of it on YouTube when I was playing Destiny 1, like grinding.
Okay.
So anytime I see Dr. Phil, I'm like, oh, need to go play Destiny 1.
It's like, I need to do this.
Yeah, there's all kinds, like Criminal Minds is another one. Anytime I'm playing watching Criminal Minds, I'm
like,
I need time to play Destiny.
It's time to play Destiny.
Yeah, it's like that weird subconscious thing.
Fucking awesome. That's amazing.
There's a couple ones like that. There's one for Borderlands, I forget what it is. I used to grind in Borderlands and then watch TV. Because what I do is like people at home can't see this, but I would always have like where is it? I have a stand right here for my phone.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, I put my phone in right here, and I'll just have it on fucking Netflix and shit while I'm grinding.
Okay.
And I'm more listening to it than I am watching it.
Right.
Unless something interesting is happening. That's how I watch like 90% of my TV shows.
On the little phone stand?
Yeah. Unless it's something like amazing like Game of Thrones.
My phone's case.
I'm stopping everything.
It's not a stand, but like with the edges, I just like do that.
Yeah. See, I have to take mine out of my case to do that. My case won't.
Rip.
My case is so thick. Although it's not thick. This was made for really old iPhones.
Oh.
So like, and I have a giant iPhone, so it doesn't really fit. I can kind of like force it down in there. That's what she said.
Wait.
It works, trust me. But yeah, so yep. So as long as I make grinding better,
then yeah,
that's cool. And then we'll have Curse of Osiris, which is gonna be lit as fuck.
It's gonna be like the only time I wish I played a Warlock.
Have you seen any of the shit from it?
I saw the trailer, but I've been avoiding. I've been avoiding pretty much everything else.
I gotta show you one thing from it.
All right.
By the way, Osiris shoes were the best shoes of all time, and I'm very sad that they don't make them
anymore.
anymore.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
I had like 4 pair of Osiris shoes in high school, and I loved them. They were the most. It literally felt like putting clouds on your feet, and I loved it. I think it's called the Infinite Forest.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
Cool as shit.
I saw this shit.
There's probably gonna be someone talking over it.
Oh, fucking no.
I'm just gonna mute it. Hold on. Boop.
You turned
Did
it.
you hear that weird noise?
It's because you scrolled. Wow, that was still up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Can this go away, please? Thank you. I'm gonna have to edit out this ad.
Fucking ads. Why don't you have ad block on your computer?
Because I figured YouTube's free. Might as well pay my due.
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm that guy. I like supporting people that I'm watching.
Giving YouTube the ad money because you know they're not going to give it to the content creators.
Yeah, and also like I eventually want the YouTube ad money. So
I guess
it's a karma thing.
I guess so. You can go ahead and pay that debt for the both of us.
Yeah.
This thing is sweet.
So I guess it's the Lighthouse, which looks nothing like the Lighthouse in Destiny 1. I just want to see. Plus, that rifle looks sweet as fuck. It's like a pulse rifle with a scout rifle scope on the back.
I like whenever, like, they're showing Destiny stuff, they're always like, come on, fire team, and it's always a hunter, a warlock, and a titan.
Yeah.
When, like, in reality, that's not what fire teams look like almost ever.
Although, you know...
oh, I dig that.
You know about the Vanguard, right?
Yeah, how they're actually a fire team. And
yeah, they're a fire team.
They're like
they were the Crucible. They were the Crucible masters.
Yeah, they were the best.
Someone pointed that out to me, and they're like, you can see, like, all this are Vex eyes looking at you.
That's
All
amazing.
the red dots. And so that's Mercury, I think. Or no, that's the sun. So this is in the future, and the sun's burned out. So that's the sun.
Isn't it like 3 different instances?
Yeah,
here?
there's a past one, a present one, and a future instance.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's so fucking cool.
My favorite thing about the Vex is even while you're fighting them on missions, if you think about it, the only reason things keep teleporting in it is because 1,000 years in the future, a Vex was like, hey, by the way, 5 wasn't enough, so we need to send 5 more.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how that works. And that's fucking spooky.
Yeah. They talk about that a lot in the Fallen Wolves DLC. Or the House of Wolves DLC.
How the Vex are like on a different fucking level.
Yeah, because I remember, it's been forever since I've played through that story, but it had something to do where the Fallen guy was trying to use Vex time-changing shit to his advantage.
Oh.
And is like making shit appear and disappear. Like
Shit.
trying to kill you. That was a good DLC, but it wasn't worth $20. Especially since it didn't have a raid.
Rip.
It had the Prison of Elders, which was cool, but it's not a raid. That's not a raid level.
No. It's cool. It's
Also,
grinding.
clearly this is on PC.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, because Destiny does not run at 60 frames and does not run this smooth on the console.
No.
That's what I love. I love watching Alan play Destiny because it's like a completely different game on the PC. It like low-key makes me want to get it on PC.
I'm sure I'll get it on PC someday.
Yeah, I've just put so much work into my guy already.
If I could transfer, do the like one-time transfer thing, then I'd do it.
Maybe
but,
we need to raise hell about that, do a one-time transfer.
Yeah, give it to me, bitches.
Yeah, because I would love to keep my Titan and Warlock on console to play with friends.
Yeah, but
And
switch
keep
Hunter.
keep my Hunter.
But switch over to Hunter for PC.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
Let's talk about how they nerfed fucking Hunters.
Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah,
It's so much
fucking
fucking
whip.
trash. Let's give it the like Hunter's favorite thing being that blink ability to fucking Warlocks.
And I think Warlocks had it in the first one too as well.
I don't think they did.
I think they did.
Did they?
Just no one used it.
Oh, because it's trash.
Warlock or Blink was one of those things where it's like it has a really hard learning curve.
But if you get it, it's worth it.
Yeah, you basically have to. I basically learned how it like projects your trajectory, so I knew where I was going to go when I used it.
Yeah.
And the only thing was like doing height stuff was weird.
Shit, I use that in
Trying to
Taken
platform
King.
up things, it was strange.
Yeah.
I learned that in the fucking Taken King raid when you're trying to platform on the ships, and I could not do it with Blink. I just could not. You can't do it with Blink. You can't jump high enough.
I did the wall with Blink,
Which was the wall?
where like it is like tons of platforming and it's shot out, like things would shoot out. And
Oh, yeah.
I did that with
Yeah.
Blink because like
I was thinking of the wall from Baltic Glass for some reason.
no, not the wall.
The wall where there's like little ledges you have to walk on.
Yeah, not that. It's no.
I was like, because I did that with Blink. That was easy.
I did not do that one.
Yeah. So platforming down or platforming horizontally is easy with Blink.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like what I
basi-
did
yeah.
during the wall is I would actually switch between. I would change between triple jump when I needed to go up, and then when I was going down, I would switch back to Blink to guarantee I was going to land and not slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the way Blink works,
God, it's so good. Fucking, they took it from me.
and I think they changed it for Destiny 2 as well. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know. But
Okay.
it seems, from what I've seen, like Warlock's using it, it's much slower, and there's a huge trail. So it used to be Blink would just happen, and you'd be like, where the fuck did that person go?
Yeah.
Now, like when people blink, it's almost like they phase,
Oh.
and you can kind of see the trail. They're here, but you can kind of see the rest of them like catching up to it.
Yeah.
So it's like really easy to track. Like Warlocks will try to blink above me. I'm like, I just saw where you went.
I know where you are,
Yeah.
sir.
You just wasted time, and now I can shoot you.
Yeah.
But the way Blink worked in the first game, I can pull it up on. This was my theory, and I don't know if this is correct, but this worked for me. So let's go to Google. How do you spell parabola?
Oh, shit, I have no idea.
I'm gonna fuck this up. There it is.
You were almost there.
I was close. So the way I imagine Blink working in my mind. Oh, these are all. Okay, we'll pull this one up because fuck, that's small. Okay, so the way I imagined Blink working in my mind was imagine this is a normal jump arc
Yeah.
in a game. Blink would let you go a certain distance along this arc. So if you use Blink when you're here, it lets you go the distance along this parabola. Say it's like a couple meters. So if you use Blink here, you would appear here.
Yeah.
If you use Blink when you're here in your jump arc, you'll appear here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That's the way. And then you can change this parabola based on your velocity.
Yes.
So if you're sprinting, this parabola would look more flat and be stretched out this way. It'd be stretched out more along this horizontal line, and the vertical arc would be more squished down.
Yeah.
So this would be more of a height-looking parabola, but like a length one.
That's definitely how it felt.
Yeah. Okay. So here, this is a perfect example. If I can pull up a big version.
What is a
of this.
parabola?
So yeah. So using this example, if you were this would be more like a blank arc if you were sprinting.
But if you're standing still or just walking.
It would be more like that.
Yeah.
So if you use Blink early on, that's why if you use Blink early on, you'll appear at the apex of your jump arc. So using it distance-wise, you would jump and then hit it about right here, and then like appear here and then have enough time to land. And a lot of people, what they would do is they would use it too late. So they would wait from here, use Blink, and think it's going to push them up more.
But
like triple jump, which it won't. It just makes you appear down here, and then people are like, what the fuck? And that's why no one used Blink, because they couldn't understand how that functions.
Because they didn't understand the parabola.
Parabolas, bitch.
Of the Blink.
Understand you're a parabola, your jump arcs.
We fucking science jumps, bitch. Parabola.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Science, bitch.
Science, bitch. God, I wish I had Blink back on my Hunter. I'd fucking...
Yeah. So what are like changes that you would want to see in Destiny 2?
Want to see a trading system.
Yeah, trading.
Fucking
they
trading.
need a trading system, but they need some way to make it fair. And I used to think that they need a trading system that either A, didn't include exotics, or B, you could trade an exotic for something of equal value.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 legendaries for an exotic or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't like that idea because I was like, you can unlock exotics too fast. Everyone just has to trade one exotic. You just take an exotic and pass it around, and everybody has it collected. So either A, the way that you fix this in my mind is A, not have that, or B, if you get traded an exotic, it's binded to you and doesn't get added to your collection.
Or you just can't retrade it. Unless you find another.
That's what I mean. It's binded to you only. And maybe you can trade it, but the other person can't use it. Because I think that's how it works in... No, that's not how it works. I was going to say, I think that's how it works in ESO. Because there's items, there's like story items that once you use, they're binded to you. But I think it just doesn't allow you to trade those binded items. But either have a binded system where you can't trade it, or you can trade it and the other person can't use it for maybe like if they do some kind of market. You know, you can buy a bunch of exotics and try to sell them for higher. Right. Like a Steam marketplace kind of thing. Which I'm getting super deep into. I love it. I've made like $10 on it. I love it.
You're getting weird into the weird Illuminati-esque Steam.
Yeah, I'm like really good. I've gotten really good at trading. I actually bought, I spent a bunch of the money and bought a bunch of gear for my PUBG character.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which I basically got for free from trading shit.
From trading bullshit.
Basically.
Amazing.
But have that. But with all the new things, with like getting exotics super fast with the faded engrams and stuff,
we really don't need it.
Well, they're basically giving us exotics anyways, so you might as well have exotics in a trading system. Yeah. So there's really no excuse not to have a trading system now.
Yeah, just fucking something.
Yeah. I still don't think it should be added to your collection.
No.
So if you delete it, it's gone. Yeah. You can't get a new one from your collection vault.
No. No. Because then you just keep trading it.
Also, I think it's I like this idea first, but I think it's kind of stupid how you're... when you retrieve items from your collection vault, that they're at a really low light level. Because once you're super high level, it's easy to get something to infuse it with, so really it's just a waste of time.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah. So there's really no point.
It's like quit. I think it should be.
It should go up with your light level.
It should come out. What it should be is when you get out, it should come out as whatever the highest one you've ever gotten was.
That's fair.
So like if you get a 250 Mida,
yeah,
but you're 300 light level, you're not going to pull it out at a 300. It'll come out at 250.
I think it does that to some degree. I think like because when you play the campaign, you get those free exotics.
Yeah.
I think if you dismantle them, when you go back to your vault, they're at a lower light level until a certain point.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think so.
I can always get my vault and check because I got sunshot at like 100 something.
Well, you're over 250 now, so I think it's gone up.
Probably.
Because I can't imagine that they would have it where you get like a 150 exotic from the campaign, delete it, go back to your vault, and it's like 220 or whatever they come out as.
Right.
Because that's just a weird. That's a weird exploit.
It's an odd dynamic.
I haven't. Oh shit.
Oh, the coffee.
Fucking rip coffee.
Goddamn coffee.
Hopefully it was just a little bit.
And I have a towel in my room.
Oh my god.
It got all over my mic.
Oh no.
I have a towel right here though, so.
Sweet.
Yep.
Just edit that shit out.
Yeah, pretty much. There, see?
It's done.
I pay rent here. I don't care if there's a fucking stain. They're gonna replace that carpet when I move out, anyways.
That's true. 100% accurate.
Yep.
Which is why I like carpet things. When it comes to like,
at least I spilled coffee, so at least it'll smell delicious in here.
it'll smell like coffee forever.
Yeah, it'll smell like this mocha latte flavored coffee.
Mocha, fagotticino.
No, it's just the coffee beans are flavored that way. There's nothing.
Oh, really?
There's nothing actually in it.
Huh?
It's just straight black coffee. It's just
Weird.
The beans itself are flavored that way. It's amazing, dude. It's
Is
so
it like
good.
post pick
It's like
flavored,
it's the second
or have
best
they
coffee I've ever had.
genetically engineered the beans?
No, it's post.
Okay.
They add shit to it later.
All right. Okay.
It's just flavored beans.
All right. Makes sense.
What
What else?
I need to find out the best coffee I ever had was I had at Colin's house on Thanksgiving. It was at his parents' house. It was just magic. I don't know what it was. It was like super strong black coffee, but it almost had like this weird maple flavor to it.
Okay.
Like not sweet. It was a little sweet, but not very sweet at all.
Mhm.
It just had this weird little maple flavor to it, and it was like drinking maple syrup coffee.
I think the best coffee
was
I ever
so
had
good.
was I have a friend whose like parents have like a small coffee business they just run,
Yeah,
and it was the
it's like Tweak from South Park.
kind of. They don't own an actual business. It's more like coffee beans. They like
Yeah.
have connections around the world. Like his dad's a pilot, so it's not hard to establish that shit.
Yeah,
And so, oh my god! But I got like a pack of it one time, and it was so fucking good.
yeah.
Like I don't really like black coffee.
There used to be
but
a
that
local.
shit's so good.
When I lived in Georgia, this was one of the few things. I
Fucking
went to Georgia.
amazing.
There was a place called Fresh Market.
Okay.
It was basically like a local version of Whole Foods, but like not stupid expensive.
Not ridiculous.
Yeah, it was all all of it was like local. It was kind of like a mix between Whole Foods and a farmer's market. It was all locally grown stuff
Right.
that they just sold in this like little retail store.
Amazing.
And they had this entire aisle of like actual like barrels. And
Oh!
each one had its own like flavor of coffee beans from like different regions and shit.
That's so awesome.
And some of the coffee beans were like, they're not local because I don't think you can grow coffee in Georgia, but they're like more local. They're not
Right.
from like all over the world. They're just from like certain specific areas,
Okay. That's cool.
and they're like organic and shit. And there's one. It was a tiramisu flavored.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, tiramisu flavored coffee beans. And I took it, and it was a dark roast coffee bean, and I made it in my French press, so it was even stronger.
Nice.
It was. I take it back. That was the best cup of coffee I ever had.
That's the best cup.
Yeah, I even took a picture and made a Facebook post about it. You can probably go back and find it.
Probably
forever ago.
could.
I was like, I created the best cup of coffee in existence.
You're like, suck my nuts. This is
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah. So, Destiny 2.
Yeah.
So do you like the changes that they're making?
Yeah. I think they're good.
Yeah,
They're
I
really
agree.
good.
State of Destiny 2, I think, is...
I think it's better than where we left Destiny 1.
Yeah.
I really do.
Mechanically, Destiny 2 is still far superior to Destiny 1. I know people are going to throw a shit fit over that.
Whatever.
It's way more balanced than Destiny 1
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Even to my detriment, because I play as a hunter, and Destiny 1 hunters were just, they were unstoppable.
Yeah.
You could not stop them.
No.
Destiny 1, or Destiny 2, they're way nerfed.
Once a
They
hunter
should be in
player,
a fucking Nerf magazine ad or some shit. Like
once
Nerf World.
once a hunter in Destiny 1 like got good at their class and fucking understood the ways of arc blade or blade dancer is fucking done.
Yeah.
Game fucking.
I think I went on a 20 kill streak with that glitched machine gun that did automatic headshots.
Oh my god, the glitch bullshit machine gun.
Yeah, it was I had a glitched rare machine gun that had automatic headshots, and then I activated my super. I used that to activate my super, or to get my super charged, and then I used that. I went on a 20 kill streak.
Jesus Christ!
In one life, it was
that shit's insane.
Absurd. It was just
actual
ridiculous.
Bonkers. The only thing I think I genuinely believe they need to nerf is not so much the Striker Titan Smash, nerf Mida, but not the Striker Titan like
Fist of Havoc.
Well, yeah, no, that's fine. Like it's annoying, but it's fine. Is their fucking grenade?
Oh, the pulse grenade.
That shit is unreasonable.
I think Fist of Havoc
silliness.
needs to be nerfed by the amount of times you can use it.
I think max 3 would be fine.
No, it needs to be 1.
1?
It's as strong, if not stronger, than Nova Bomb.
I cannot.
Imagine being able to do Nova Bomb 4 times.
I understand, but I cannot agree when I can use my fucking bow 6 times reasonably.
But that's
easy.
with an exotic.
That's true. It is.
If there was an exotic that allowed Striker Titans to use it, I would be okay with that.
So the number, they don't nerf the number, but the amount of energy each strike should be upped.
It should be 1. It can wipe an entire squad.
No, but what I'm saying is like if an exotic, it should be you can activate it more than once, but the amount of energy it takes is so much with the drain. You normally get 1, maybe 2 if you're really fast off.
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
That'd be fun.
If it was 2, if it was like 2, and you had to do them really quick.
Yeah.
Like say you went to a room. Basically, Fist of Havoc should be able to wipe one like a full team.
Yeah.
That's the power it should have.
Yes.
So if you walk into a room, like a big room, and you use it, kill 2 guys, and immediately use it again and kill the other 2 guys on the other side of the room. Like, that's fine.
That's okay.
Totally but when you have it 4, you can use it up to like, I think it's like 3 or 4 times in one.
It's really
so
really
you have
crazy.
the potential to wipe a full, if there was instant response, you would have the potential to wipe a full squad 4 times.
Yeah.
With 1 super use. That's just ridiculous.
It's just insanity.
That's more than the Warlock can do ever. The
Even,
strongest Warlock thing is Nova Bomb.
Yeah.
Well, even Palpatine hands is easy to dodge. It could technically it lasts a long time and it's insta kill, but it's not AoE. It's only facing forward.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really easy, especially if you're a hunter and you actually use dodge roll. You can dodge out of it super quick. If someone's coming towards you, you just dodge roll back and keep shooting them.
Yeah.
It's easy to maneuver.
I think
Fist of Havoc is like they can't be killed while casting it.
That is the thing that needs to change.
Yeah, so if you see someone in midair and they have their fist up and they're flying at you, and you know it's about to be Fist of Havoc, you can't kill them. There's no way.
No, well, the fact is, it's like how do I put it? I golden gunned a Titan in the chest that was casting Fist of Havoc.
Yeah.
And it did not kill him.
Yeah, but I can be killed
while casting golden gun. It's like, but wait, what?
Yeah.
I understand the Titans
standards much.
They're big armory dudes, and sure, give them more armor, but golden gun should just punch through.
Well, also,
that's the fucking point.
I think Bungie wants Titans to be like the Guardian, like they want them to be like the standard Guardian.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, Rip, you did it.
Yeah, fucking fine.
By giving them the most annoying fucking grenade ever created.
Honestly,
even though I rarely get killed by it or even hit by it, the fact that it makes such a loud noise multiple times and bangs and makes the whole screen shake like all crazy all over the place, even though I'm not being hit by it.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's too much. It is.
It's so stupid.
Point is the game has problems, but
it has tons of issues.
In conclusion, I do think they're moving in the right direction.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's fucking. I'm down. I'm with what's going on.
Give me my last word. That's my one.
Oh,
wish.
also quit giving
giving
PS4 exotics faster for some fucking gay reason. Yeah. Whatever fucking silly deal you worked out with Sony, stop your shit right now.
I wouldn't even be mad if it was like 2 weeks. If it was like a couple weeks thing, like for like a month or 2, they get this exotic, and then you'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
You still need to give it to us.
Yeah.
Like Hawkmoon. Hawkmoon was fine. PS4 got it first. and then we eventually got it, and it was pretty easy to get.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
It was actually my favorite PvE gun in Destiny 1.
Hawkmoon was lit.
Because it was a hand cannon, it had like 15 shots, so it was perfect for taking out like multiple small targets.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
And once you fully upgrade it, it was like half those rounds just did extra damage.
Yeah.
Some guaranteed, some random.
And
but
it did like almost as much damage as like Last Word or Thorn.
it's amazing.
I mean, it didn't have the...
Bring back Thorn.
No. I
Bring
love
it
Thorn,
back.
but people would be so pissed. If they
I
brought
don't
it
give
back.
a fuck. You think I
I
care
want my
about
Last
people?
Word.
I want
the most cancerous PvP gun in existence.
I want Red Death.
Oh, Red Death was good.
Give it to Monte Carlo.
Dude, Uriel's Gift has put me a whole new perspective. I used to hate Monte Carlo as much as I hate Uriel's Gift now.
But now it's different.
I don't even mind Monte Carlo anymore. I just thought it looked dumb and it didn't match the world of Destiny.
Your only thing was it looked ridiculous. But
Yeah, it just didn't, to me it didn't fit in the world of Destiny.
yeah,
It'd be like having Final Fantasy swords and Elder Scrolls.
that doesn't make
It's
sense.
like, what?
My only
What
thing
the
about
hell?
Monte Carlo that pissed me off is it had a super bayonet that I couldn't use.
Yeah, an unfunctional huge sword
If
on
if,
it.
if the bayonet
It
replaced,
wasn't even a bayonet, it was a sword.
yeah, it was too much. If I could use that in replace of my melee,
Yeah.
I would use it all day every day. But they didn't.
Oh, and the fact that it had a golden ornament. And one thing I hate almost as much as God Guns is having like pure gold stuff in video games.
pure gold stuff.
Because I'm like,
it makes no
I'm like,
sense.
that's the most unpractical thing ever.
It tarnishes immediately.
And I'm a practicality over bling any day.
Yeah, except for
At least when it comes to aesthetics, I am.
except for in Skyrim, where like fashion rim all day every day.
Yeah, no, I'm totally for.
It just still needs to be functional. Is what you're saying?
I'm totally for form over function in pretty much any game. But the form look that I go for is always practical over bling.
It makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I like the more like survivalist looking, like everything has its place, everything has a reason why it's there.
Yeah,
Rugged, beat down kind of look.
yeah.
Like I love all the stuff from Metro, all the looks from Metro.
Dude.
Like all the Rangers have all that like
It was
tactical gear
I
and
figured
shit.
out the name because it was Metro Exodus is the new one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because we couldn't remember the other day. It's like, what the fuck?
Or even
is it?
this on my screen. I'll switch to it real quick. But my background is the Soul of Cinder from Dark Souls 3. It has this like beat down, rugged, skeletal looking armor. Like that's way cooler than like some blingy gold armor, in my opinion.
Yeah, well,
I'd 10 out of 10 would rather have that.
10 out of 10.
Over like some giant gold
Top
plated armor.
Top 10 anime armors
Yeah.
right there, boys.
Yeah. Also hate giant armor unless it's power armor.
I hate giant.
I hate it. I hate it in Gears of War.
I
hate it in Final Fantasy.
Gears armor made sense though because you were that big. Like the
That's true. No,
the
just
cogs
aesthetic.
were literally just that big.
I used to hate on it, and then I played the game. I'm like, I don't mind it that much.
It makes sense, yeah.
But it's still aesthetically off-putting to me.
The only thing that doesn't make sense about Gears is all the women in it are normal-sized women.
Yeah, and all the
where
men
the guys are like
steroided out. of
two
their fucking
football players
mind.
put together.
Yeah,
It's like what the
they're
fuck?
steroided out of their.
Yeah, it's like
fucking
wait,
mind.
what?
It's like some genetic mutation
Gears-
that went wrong.
Gears 3 did fix that problem a little bit of like they definitely downsized the guys a little bit
Yeah.
and like made them
I
more
didn't play Gears 4, so I don't know what they look like. in Gears
reasonable.
4.
Gears 4 is not those guys. It's like Marcus's
No,
son.
but I just mean aesthetically, do they look that way?
Aesthetically, the guys are they're making more
Well,
sense.
even in every game, there was like a Carmine, and he looked normal, right?
Carmine's were
He was
more
they were the
more
brothers.
normal. In the third one, Carmine was like the biggest guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's like the one that didn't die. He made
Yeah.
it through C Carmine. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Wasn't there? It was A Carmine.
A
B
Carmine died from a sniper shot, like first
Yeah.
level.
B Carmine.
B Carmine
sacrifices himself.
B Carmine ran off being like trying to be a fucking hero.
Yeah.
When you're inside the giant worm
Dude.
and gets fucked up.
B Carmine is my man.
B Carmine, he dead.
Yeah.
And then C Carmine's like, and I loved it, dude, because they fucking knew what they were doing. I mean, obviously, but they knew what they were doing to like fans. So like, there were like 4 instances during the Gears 3 campaign where like you'd see from a sniper's perspective training on C Carmine's head,
Yeah.
and nothing ever happened to him.
Yeah.
Oh my
Such
god,
a
it was
meme.
awesome. But no, Gears 4, from what I've seen, haven't played it yet. Really want to, but from what I've seen, is the guys are still really big.
Yeah.
Like they are as broad-shouldered as like you or I, but at like,
As, like,
a foot and a half to their
So
height.
basically, like more like Master Chief and not like
Yeah, they're more
Marcus
Master Chief.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fair.
it makes sense. There could be feasibly someone of that build.
Yeah.
While being... I mean, Marcus Phoenix could exist in the real world. He just could never be as fast as Marcus Phoenix.
No.
It just doesn't make sense.
Or have the endurance.
No.
He would be drained of energy.
He'd have a heart attack running. Like, because there's like...
He would need to consume so much food to like fuel his body.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I feel like Gears of War wartime, everyone would be super skinny and like... Because there's almost like no resources.
No, it's very low.
Yeah. Oh well. Whatever. Fucking rip.
Rip. Poor Carmines.
In conclusion, we like where Destiny 2 is headed.
Yep, it's great.
Yeah.
Segue.
Yeah. Still has issues, but hopefully they'll be transparent and work those issues out.
Yep.
It just basically all Bungie needs to do is read the subreddit.
Yeah.
That's all they need to do.
But not all of the
No, not all of it. Some of the subreddit's fucking cancer.
It's just crazy shit.
Yeah, I read the subreddit. I'm a critical person. I read the subreddit.
And you're like,
holy shit.
You guys are nuts.
I couldn't imagine being a game developer because they have to like... It's basically like, oh, we build a game and then everybody shits on it. That's
I, as a game developer, would fall into one of two categories right before you end here. I'll explain. I would either ignore the community completely and go and make changes based purely on sales.
Yeah.
Of like what I've been doing recently, or I would completely I'd read everything.
You'd almost end up as EA if you went the first way, though.
Yeah,
that's basically what happened to EA.
We make great games.
They went where the money was.
Yeah,
and now the money's not there, so hopefully they change.
Yeah, I saw a great meme right before we end, which was all the E3 games in one sentence, described in one sentence, and it was all of them. But Anthem came up, and it was like. And it was the English male like robot voice.
Yeah,
and
it was like that video.
It was like a game that cannot possibly coincide with Destiny. Place your bets now.
Yeah,
it was like my god,
I've seen that video. It's funny.
It's great.
My favorite was from Black Friday, and it was someone took a picture at a Black Friday thing. It was like at Walmart or something, and every single game was sold out except for Battlefront 2.
Oh my god. That's amazing. You know, I can actually corroborate that story. We went shopping on Black Friday over Thanksgiving when I was visiting family. And, like, I couldn't find Call of Duty or Destiny anywhere. I was trying to find Call of Duty, World War II. But I was, like, taking note. And the only game that was left was fucking PS4 and Xbox One Battlefront. And it just wasn't. And even the digital cards were still there for digital download.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't. It's fucking awesome.
Speaking of fucking cancer. Anyways.
Speaking of goddamn cancer. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks. We'll see you guys on the next podcast.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.